time now for Something You Should Know, brought to you by our friends at 777 Casino. They are now open 7 a.m. to 2 a.m. 7 days a week at 3601 South Minnesota Avenue, just off I-229 in the former Sioux Falls VFW building. Now, we're going to be talking, speaking of VFW, about a couple of different veteran-related things today. And first thing, I'm going to invite you one last time to join us today. It is from noon until 2. It is a really cool thing the Sioux Falls Vet Center is doing. They say, come explore Black History Month with us and gather to indulge in some soul food. Again, this is today at the Sioux Falls Veteran Center. So if you're a veteran, please stop by. Please join us. Again, it's at 5020 South Broadband Lane, Suite 100, noon until 2 today. I'm going to be there because we'll be recording some wonderful messages from veterans to air on the radio here. So stop by, say hi, be a part of that. Now, we're going to say hello to Terrence. He is with the VA, and there's a special thing going on right now. More benefits for veterans, always a good thing. So, Terrence, tell us a little more about this.
Absolutely, John. We're excited that starting March the 5th, many more, I'm talking millions more veterans will be eligible for free VA healthcare. And it's all a part of the PACT Act. And this is because President Biden has directed us at VA to eliminate the phased-in approach to the PACT Act. The phased-in approach would have seen these same veterans receive this care into 2026 and beyond. So he wants this care due to them immediately. So that's what we're going to do starting March the 5th. So the call to action right now is to any veteran out there who may have been impacted by any toxins because of their service, both in the United States and abroad. We want them to visit their nearest VA medical center or visit our website at va.gov to get enrolled immediately.
And if there's a veteran listening right now wondering if they qualify, they probably do, right?
Yeah, I mean, this goes back to Vietnam days. So to any Vietnam War veterans, Gulf War veterans, and of course the global war and terror veterans, those who served in Iraq and Afghanistan like myself, all of these folks are impacted. So we're looking at millions of veterans potentially eligible to receive this free healthcare. And the unique thing about this deadline of March the 5th, when we open up the window, is that you don't even have to have filed a disability compensation claim to receive this healthcare. So that's the major difference here. So we're calling on every single veteran who may be dealing with any illness because of their service currently, and they have proof of service. All they need to do is give us a call, visit the local facility, or visit the website, and we can get them enrolled starting March the 5th.
If you'd like to learn more about this, it's really simple. The phone number, 1-800-MY-VA-411, or you can go to the website, va.gov/PACT. That's PACT. So va.gov/PACT. And again, Terrence, thank you for your time today, and thank you for your service.
Thanks, John, and thank you for all those men and women out there who have served our country honorably.
Absolutely. Once again, the number 1-800-MY-VA-411, and the website again, va.gov/PACT. I'll throw a link to this at facebook.com/Sunny Radio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News. Coming up in a moment, we're going to visit with Emily and Dave. We're going to talk about the Vaudies. That's happening tonight. And again, this is Something You Should Know, brought to you by the all-new 777 Casino in the former Sioux Falls VFW building.
The all-new 777 Casino is now open in the former VFW building. The building transformation has been a fun project for Sioux Falls to watch. Now, you can step inside to see how amazing it looks in there. They've completely remodeled everything inside and out with a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Check it out today. They're open 7 a.m. to 2 a.m., 7 days a week on the corner of 49th and Minnesota. Stop in and try your luck today. The all-new 777 Casino at 3601 South Minnesota Avenue, just off I-229 in the former Sioux Falls VFW building.
Excited to chat right now with not one, but two amazing people. I have Dave and I have Emily joining me. We're going to talk about the Vaudies Leap Year Show. Today is a special day. It's Leap Day. And Dave and Emily, you guys are going to be entertaining folks tonight. Let's talk. We'll start with ladies first, with Emily. Tell me a little bit about the Vaudies and how you got involved in this.
The Vaudies is a local production where we highlight local performers. We give them the opportunity to do their thing, where they do comedy, music, dance, magic. Good day, John. And let them have their moment of glory. And there are duets, there are collaborative efforts, and they collaborate and do their work, and it's so much fun. I got involved with this a couple years ago. Last year, Dave said, "Hey, are you doing enough in your life?" And I said, "No, Dave, I'm not."
Nice.
You know me, isn't true. But I said, "What you got?" And he told me about the Vaudies and his story behind it. And I said, "Absolutely, I'm in. This sounds amazing. Let's do it." So I've become Dave's co-host.
And co-producer,
and they help them market and put it on and collaborate with our local performers and get us going and up to showtime.
Well, you're doing something right on social media, because I see the Vaudies like every second or third post for the last couple of weeks. I'm scrolling through. I'm like, oh, there it is. There it is. So you're doing something right.
You can't forget.
Yeah. And Dave, is this your brainchild? Are you the one that started the Vaudies?
Yeah, about 11 years ago, my previous co-host and I were at a place called Old Schools when it was still going on.
Oh, yeah.
My best friend happened to be home visiting, and we were down there, and there were a lot of people doing some performances one night to help out Old Schools. And my best friend looks at me and says, "Why don't you guys do something like, every month, or just, get some people together?" And, Old Schools held about 35 people, I think, legally. And, we get about 30 people to a show, but it kind of dwindled. We couldn't keep up with the once a month. So then it kind of became once a quarter. Then, things happened in my life and also in that person's life. And it just got to be tough to do it again. When we finally got around to doing it again, we just didn't have any steam going. And so it was decision time. And I thought, if it's going to keep going, if I'm going to do this, and I love doing the show, then I got to find somebody that's going to be able to put some butts in the seats. I thought of Emily right away, and it's like, I know her enough. I think I could approach her about this. And so then it was like, let's go have lunch, and we got something to talk about. And she was kind enough and gracious enough to come on board, and it's made things great in my life to get the Vaudies going again, because I love variety.
Yeah.
And, while we're thinking about it, we talked already about, we're going to have dancers. We're going to have magic. We're going to have, some music and a few other fun things sprinkled throughout the show like we normally do, including a giveaway. But, it's just, we're still looking for other acts. They used to be called maybe oddity acts and so forth, but we're not looking so much that way, but just people that we haven't had on, banjos, fiddlers, people that juggle, or, sword swallowing, something like that. And we just want to keep on adding, and we are open for business for anyone that wants to be a part of it. We would love to have you come along. So what we are now is we've got ourselves a home at Remedy at 611. We've got 4 dates. We've got one per quarter. And so we're going to do quarterly shows, and we are set. And the best part over the past year with having Emily on board is how many people have also come along. And we did a show at the Prairie Winery last summer, had a great responsive crowd, and it was our biggest crowd to date.
Yeah.
And from that, there were half a dozen people in the audience that came up afterward and said, "Any chance I could be in this?"
Nice.
And it's like, well, sure thing. And so we're getting those people acclimated into it now. We had a great show in Corson last late November. It was pretty much a pre-Christmas show, and just a great deal of fun. And we had a superb audience there too. But we're really looking to keep growing the space at Remedy at the 611 that we're going to be working in. Will be the first part, the tap room when you walk in, and it has a nice, comfortable range of up to 100 to 150 people that they can seat there.
It's a really cool place, and I think it's going to be the perfect place for the Vaudies. I think this will be perfect.
Yeah, and we are looking forward to it tonight. Show times is 7:30. Doors, well, I think it says officially 6:45, but, we're going to be there early and all set. So just come on in about 6. We'll have things ready.
Well, I'm excited for this, and it's at 611 North West Avenue. So it's kind of up by the Birdcage, kind of up in that neighborhood. So if you're wondering where Remedy 611 is. That's why they call it that. 611 North West Avenue in Sioux Falls. And again, it all kicks off tonight. Do I get my ticket in advance? Do I get it at the door? How does that work?
Yes. Since it's the last day of ticket sales, you can order up until 5 p.m. Go to thevaudies.com, and that is spelled TheVaudies.com. Think of modern-day vaudeville.
Yeah.
And you can go there, and there will be a button that says, tickets. Click on that. It'll take you to the website. Now, it's $15 in advance. There is a slight fee, but that's still going to be less by a few bucks than if you go $20 at the door.
Nice. Well, I'm excited for this. It's tonight. Thank you so much for coming on to chat with me about it. I appreciate it a bunch.
All right. Well, thank you, John. We appreciate it.
Again, the Vaudies, it is tonight at Remedy at 611. That's at 611 Northwest Avenue in Sioux Falls. I'm going to throw a link to make it easy to find at facebook.com/sunnyradio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.